Damien Priest, Drew McIntyre. I was so excited the second Drew McIntyre got eliminated from the Royal Rumble. I got pumped for this match. And I called Destiny and I said this match makes sense for a multitude of reasons. Because Drew has been saying, I hate Roman. This is all Roman's fault. It all happened at Clash of the Castle. That is when my career took a nosedive. That was my match to win. And ever since then, I have not been at peace. And until I get revenge on Roman Reigns, I will not be at peace. However, Roman is tied up for Mania for this year, and I also think for next year as well. And so Drew needs something to do in the meantime. And the fact that Damien Priest had just the most incredible year in 2024, and everybody's treating him like he's not one of the strongest book superstars of the past 2 years is insane to me. This man, this is literally supposed to be titans colliding. If anything, Damien should be the favorite going into this match because Damien doesn't lose and Drew always cost himself the victory. That is both of these guys' stories. Drew always gets in his own head and tries to go deeper to emotionally damage his opponents, and it always cost him the win. It happened with CM Punk, and it's happening again with Damien Priest. But the fact that built into this is, speaking of CM Punk, when Drew McIntyre won the world title from Seth Rollins last year, Damien Priest was the one who cashed in Money in the Bank and beat him for that title. Damien Priest ended that, but it's okay because Drew McIntyre got his revenge, right? He went on, he won Money in the Bank, and he cashed it in on who? Damien Priest, which then he failed, and Damien retained his world title. That is 2 instances, and then the Royal Rumble happened, and that is now 3 instances where Damien Priest has cost Drew McIntyre the world championship. And the second this moment happened, this whole story clicked into place for me in just a beautiful, beautiful way. And I am so friggin' happy that these two get to showcase against each other. I think Drew McIntyre is an expert. He's an expert at working the audience into making them think. I don't think he was pissed that he was working Damien Priest, but he convinced the entire internet that he was. And it added so much more hype to this match in the back end because of it. Sorry I ranted, Destiny. The floor is yours.
Well, I would like to say, let the record show that I never disagreed with you for a moment. I've always known for this to be the match, and I've always been hook, line, and sucker. Because the story that was told, like you said, starting at WrestleMania last year with Damien Priest cashing in on Drew McIntyre. And then, of course, fast forward, they had not one, I feel like at least 2 rematches for the title, right? But every time, Drew was unsuccessful. What's he going to do next? He wins Money in the Bank, cashes it in, again, fails. This should be haunting him more than it is. But of course, everything's Roman's fault. He's always in the back of Drew's mind. We all get that. But when the elimination happened at a Royal Rumble, like you said, it clicked, it was revisited, and the match that technically happened last year is being revisited once again at WrestleMania this year, and I could not be more excited for it, especially because it's happening in a Sin City street fight.
Hey, it's gonna be good. Now, also, we both kind of skimmed over the fact that once again it doubled down and happened at Elimination Chamber, where Damien cost Drew McIntyre again. So, Drew McIntyre needs this win. I think he's going to get this win. But, I love this feud. I wonder what happens next. Drew McIntyre can go on and feud with pretty much anybody from this point. He's gotten to the point where he's that good. Damien Priest needs something to sink his teeth into. And I'm wondering what happens to him after WrestleMania. That is where my curiosity lies.
I couldn't agree more. Now, this is another one that I'm struggling because I want to see Priest win this match. I think that he needs it, but also Drew needs it. I would love nothing more than for Damien to win, because like I mentioned, Drew isn't as upset about Damien Priest as I feel he should be. There should be a Roman Reigns level of hatred in Drew McIntyre's heart for this man, for a multitude of reasons that you and I have both covered multiple times. I would love to see Damien Priest win this match and have that trigger an even more slow descent into madness for Drew McIntyre.
We disagree here, and I will hold my tongue and explain why in just a little bit.